Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews presents Do You Remember? Greetings, my fellow YouTubers. I'm Dual, the Big D to you, and this is Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. And I'm back again with another episode of Do You Remember? And this is the second half of part 2 of my Do You Remember series of the UPN Kids block. Now, of course, if you recall on the last showing of Do You Remember, I talked about the Jumanji animated series. Well, after that show came this show. And I gotta say, this is one crazy tune and what have you. And I feel like this is a very underrated show, as a matter of fact. So I really think it's just a show that I think if you are into Rocky and Bullwinkle, then I'd say you will definitely be surprised by this show. So if you're ready, let's get started with one outrageously funny little tune about one ordinary rodent of a mouse and a monster of a golem running from one big bad crazy scientist and what have you. So now, without further ado, I bring to you The Mouse and the Monster. The Mouse and the Monster was an outrageously zany, fun-filled comedy misadventure series that was originally produced by Saban, along with UPN Kids themselves. The series premiered as the second new series on the UPN Kids block in the fall of 1996. This show is sort of similar to Rocky and Bullwinkle because in one review for this show, they say this was Rocky and Bullwinkle for a new generation, or something like that. But I gotta say, this show is just, as I've said already, considerably, extremely, very underrated. But it's really zany and crazy as well. I think you get the point, you know what I'm saying? Good. Now, The Mouse and the Monster was created by Jerry Leibowitz for Saban. Now, this was, actually one of the main shows during a really busy year for Saban at that time. Now, of course, that same year, they had just now put out the newest Power Rangers series in Power Rangers Zeo, plus they had new seasons of Masked Rider, which that happened to have been dropped from Fox Kids, their UPN's rival, and sent to syndication. Also, Saban also gave us an English dubbed version of Dragon Ball Z as it aired along with the the Masked Rider series, part of their Saban's Kid block in syndication. Also, The Adventures of Oliver Twist. Let's see. Also, there would be a new season of Sweet Valley High, which would debut on, which would be sent to UPN Kids the following year. And let's see, and Bureau of Alien Detectors, which will be talked about later on in this series, okay? The series centered around the titular characters, a mouse named Chesbro, or Ches for short, and a beatnik monster named Mo, who looked like a golf glove. Now then, during what would be his final concert, the brilliant pianist Flatnatesky suffered a heart attack and died. That's what you saw in the intro, which I am going to give a little shout out because I don't own the footage you just saw. Saban does, okay? Even though ownership was passed to Disney when they acquired Fox Kids Worldwide, which included Saban Entertainment, so I do want to give a shout out just in case they get any ideas, or, well, you know, okay? Let's see, now where was I? Oh, yes. Among the front row visitors for the concert were the show's main antagonist, Dr. Wackerstein, and his wife and assistant Olga. The doctor immediately claimed Flatnatetsky, excuse me, I mispronounced it, brain, so that the doctor could create a body to place said brain in and allow Flatnatetsky's genius to live on. For this brain transplant, Wackerstein created Mo, a cyclopic golem bearing a passing resemblance to the Frankenstein monster. However, even without a brain, Mo had a mind and personality of his own and did not want his own newly created life to make room for a brain that wasn't his. An inhabitant of the doctor's castle, a mouse named Chesbro, or Ches, befriended Mo and helped him to flee. Pals together, they are on the run from this mad scientist and his wife. Each week, Ches and Mo go on real zany, fun-filled misadventures and what have you. Now, the show's crew included writers from outside of Saban, such as Ron Hogg, who had been writing for The Simpsons and The Ren and Stimpy Show, as well as Glenn Eichler, who worked as story editor on Beavis and Butthead and went on to co-create Daria the following year. The background music has been described as having a diverse sound and incorporates several styles such as jazz and guitar music. Jerry Leibowitz, the show's creator, said he wanted the music to have a stylistic edge like the show itself. The team of Shuki Levy and Haim Saban, who went under an alias Kosa Machi, are listed as composers in the credits. The soundtrack featured work from guitarist Morris Tepper, only credited as a music producer, who is known for his collaborations with progressive rock artist Captain Beefheart. This ended up being the only Saban Entertainment show that Tepper ever worked on. Now, when the show first premiered on UPN Kids, I actually did catch this show as this aired after Jumanji. And I gotta say, I agree with what the commercial said. This was kind of like Rocky and Bullwinkle for a new generation. I had seen Rocky and Bullwinkle years prior in reruns, but this show is even more crazier than that and what have you. I mean, if you had seen shows that come out before this, like Ren Stimpy, for example, or heck, even Animaniacs, then this is a show you would definitely enjoy and what have you. But it's just so outrageously zany and what have you. After only one season with 13 episodes produced and aired, each episode had two segments except one episode. And it was, of course, well, I can't remember what it was, but, well, if you find the series, you'll know what it is. Anyway, the show had ended, but however, it later did get shown on the Fox Family Channel pre-Freeform after its run. And also aired on Disney channels in Europe following Disney's acquisition of Saban's library of shows. Now, for the characters, we have Ches, who is an ordinary yellow former land mouse. He has a pessimistic streak, often feeling regretful for leaving a cheese factory over a laboratory job, and is constantly busy keeping Mo and himself out of trouble. Mo is cheerful, impulsive, and generally kind. Having been brought into creation rather than being born, Mo possesses a childlike fascination for things he isn't familiar with. Yeah, and well, he just truly does love gumballs, especially some weird flavored ones, but he truly despises liverwurst. From having been force fed the stuff while a captive of the doctor, and can go on a berserk rampage if he even so much as hears the word. Wackerstein, excuse me, is short and purple, a lunatic scientist with dissent. Well, not dissent. I'm getting my words mixed up. Apologies. Decent intentions, but insane means. And Olga is a woman with green complexion, but it has a Slavic accent and a tall pink beehive hairstyle. Although she really gets really tore up and what have you at her husband, the doctor, because he's always referring to her as Igor, and her catchphrase is, "My name is Olga. You vertically challenged focus of a man." Yeah. Well, and Flatnotesky's brain might might live on, and it's usually brought along with the doctor, and it will often express its feelings to the viewer in the form of a thought balloon that conveys a brainwave frequency line, which changes to reflect what it's thinking, such as short words like help. Anyway, now it's really hard to give you the names of these here, of the of who they voice and what have you. But I might as well go ahead and give you the voice acting cast for the series. So let me go ahead. Please stand by. Now, the voice acting cast consists of Herbert Igatap, Buddy Johnson, Marion Kaplan, Lucille Scrubber, and Wes Turner. So now you know who the voice acting cast is, but my source does not mention who they voice, unfortunately. I apologize for that. But now, if you've never saw the show, is there a way to see it? Yes, there is actually a mouse. There, yes, the series is actually on YouTube. There's actually a Mouse and the Monster YouTube channel where you can find all episodes. Now, most of the first part of an episode is about maybe about 13 minutes long, and the other is about 8 minutes long. Now, however, unlike how UPN aired it, both of the two shorts are separately in separate vids, but they each have the intro and closing, which is intro is completely restored to the way UPN originally aired it as, not the butchered version Fox Family had, unfortunately. But anyway, yes, YouTube's your best option to find this and what have you for the Mouse and the Monster. So if you're into Rocky and Bullwinkle or shows that were out at that time like Ren and Stimpy or even Animaniacs, then I think you'll feel right at home with the Mouse and the Monster. And I think you'll enjoy it. It's a shame it was short lived though. But anyway, so that's going to do it for this installment of Do You Remember UPN Kids? Next time, I'll be bringing to you the next part of part two in number 3, where I'll be talking about the the UPN Kids series featuring Marvel's mean green giant himself, the Incredible Hulk, which will be coming up later on this month. Actually, it'll be coming up in 2 weeks. So that'll do it. If you liked, what did you think? Have you seen The Mouse and the Monster? If so, let me know in the comment section below what you thought about it. And if you like this video, click the like button, subscribe, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Continue to help support my channel, make it grow and make the views grow. Tell all your friends about my channel. Get them to know me. Maybe they'd like to be a part of my Big D Nation. Share my vids with your friends if you'd like as well. And next time I'll be bringing to you the next episode of Wide World of Game Shows, where I'll be talking about The Wizard of Oz. So if you like this, consider checking out the first 2 parts of the UPN Kids Do You Remember series. The first one has Space Strikers and Techno Man, which were action shows, or you can see the previous Do You Remember, where I talk about the Jumanji animated series. Or if you would like maybe something else that's a little bit of a crazy top tune, well, I don't know what to tell you. Oh, what the heck? Check out my Saturday morning TV log for a real crazy tune, The Dumb Bunnies. That would do all right, which came just a little bit after this show ended. And the bottom right hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., as well as Do You Remember, then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.